Hey everyone, it's your host Josh Kreisberg back again with another Buzz Around, where we answer Google's most asked questions about cybersecurity and business. Today we're going to change things up a little bit and talk about what it takes to start and successfully maintain a business. So we have none other joining me than Scott Kreisberg today to discuss how he's done this for 40 years. Let's get into the first one here.
All right.
Why'd you decide to start your own business?
30 seconds. I don't think I'm going to hit 30 seconds at all this time, but there's a number of reasons that come to top of my mind. I was really lucky to have parents that let me explore different interests, and then they guided me to my natural talents. And so one of the things is that I was born with my dad's love for sales, and then I was bitten by the technology bug. And those two things greatly influenced my direction in life. And I really love helping SMB, small and medium-sized business owners, achieve their goals. And so I love doing that through the use of technology and having an ability to both get them to see a vision and to act on that vision is something that really motivates me.
So cool. And since you've been doing it for so long and more importantly, successfully, what advice would you give to someone just starting their own business?
It's three simple words. Do it all. All companies have common activities, right? You have employees, you have marketing, you have sales, accounting, operations, etc. And so when you're starting out, roll up your sleeves and prepare yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically to do everything in your company. Now, this doesn't mean like don't work with somebody that may be an expert in that or hiring somebody that's not an expert in it. It just means get in the mix, learn it, especially if you don't know it, because it will be vital for you to be an effective manager in the future of these people, right? And lastly, get a mentor. This is vital to your success. Find someone you trust and that you will listen to when they give you advice.
That's great advice, and I know having a mentor is just so key. And with that being said, how does your business look different today versus when you started it?
It's completely different, right? When I first started, I had 3 employees, me, myself, and I worked out of my mom's garage. I had no financial resources. And today we have multiple offices. We have staff and clients throughout the country. And, working hard to create high quality product services and, hiring the right people and, taking on the correct clients that actually need and can benefit from your services is really critical, because when you're just starting out, you might take on people that you really shouldn't take on.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it must be so rewarding seeing where the business is today versus where it started. So that's really cool. The next one here, be brutally honest with me. Now, what's the hardest part about being a business owner?
Honesty, come on. Do you know me any other way? So look, coming to grips with the concept of sacrifice, I just don't see it anymore. There's probably a more elegant way of saying this, but starting and building a great company and having staying power, it just takes sacrifice. Once you build a business, then growing it's just as much effort. And again, it requires sacrifice. So I remember being invited to go out with friends when I was younger, and I couldn't go because I had work to do. So I'm sacrificing, right, enjoyment time. Or when I was building my New York office, it took me being there at least 1 week a month, leaving behind 2 children and my wife. Where do you think I wanted to be? So, it's a lot more work than anyone thinks to build a business. But for those people that have what it takes, I highly recommend the journey.
Makes so much sense. And it's all about time management and having these short and long-term goals. So it makes total sense. And last one for you. What has been some of your biggest learning experiences in running your own business?
There's just too many to get into for 30 seconds, but just to give you one, I highly recommend everyone creating their own non-negotiables that they're going to live by. So at the core, a non-negotiable is any deeply held belief that is so important to you that you will not compromise with it. And non-negotiables are based on your personal values. They're defined by your priorities in life and applied and maintained through healthy boundaries. So just a few of my non-negotiables is that I must be doing interesting work that I enjoy. I must be working with people I enjoy working with. And another one would be I must be selling something I truly, deeply believe in and I'm passionate about. So I actually also review these on a monthly basis. So I don't just write them and forget about it. I write them and I review them and see if they're still valid for